Good morning, Black Moon. I'm going to be discussing every sign as a whore. All right, everyone, let's get started. Um, Aries. We're going to start off with Aries. Aries as a whore would normally be someone who would naturally fly through partners. Um, Aries Mars in the first can fuck you today and be gone tomorrow. Um, Aries is more of a slam bam thank you ma'am type of individual. Um, a lot of people try to say Aries rules love, but that's more in the sun. Aries rules the dick, so you can pretty much figure that out. Let's go to Taurus. Taurus as a whore is a patient whore. Taurus will take time, you know, to make sure you're the right person to whore with. Even if it's temporary, Taurus will still drag you through the trials and tribulations just to have sex. Um, it's a very hard sign for people to really talk about because Taurus is so like patient and mellow that it's not much to talk about. No offense to any Taurus out there, but you know, it is what it is. All right, Gemini. Gemini can be considered as well as the ultimate whore at times. Um, I mean, you can't blame them. You got Hermes hanging out with Hades at the gates of Pluto, so it is what it is. And Gemini does rule the hand, so it's a lot of whacking off that can come through that. Um, Anyhow, Geminis, they usually can have, let's say they're in a relationship, guy and a girl. He could have three other relationships going on in two other states. Or if the Gemini is sloppy, he can have them around the same area where he lives, which is going to doom him eventually. And it's like I'm gonna flip to the Gemini woman. Gemini woman, from what I've noticed, is very sexually active, but you can't really satisfy the Gemini woman after one round. So you have to like sit there, go one, and then go for another. Take a few breaths. But if you're good enough, if you have some earth in your chart, you could pretty much go at it for about an hour and a half, hour, 2 hours, whatever. And the Gemini might be satisfied. But then again, you never know. Because Gemini is very similar to Aries in that sense. Impulse, impulse. So the moment they're bored, Gemini will go out and cheat. It happens. Um, the Cancer whore. Cancer as a whore is very interesting. Um, the males are hard to find because they're usually under the grips of a Capricorn or someone who, like a Leo, someone who appreciates Cancer's empathy power. So with that, Cancer women I've noticed, and again, no offense, this is just an observation, is what I've seen. You can ask anybody, and if you can't face it yourself, then reality is not for you. Um, Cancer women usually have high sex partners because of their emotions. They make mistakes. They choose people, and they realize a year later, damn, I only picked him because of his dick. Just like Scorpio men, for example. I'm hearing all this psycho shit about Scorpio men going crazy and girls running and whatever. If you stop thinking about how good his dick is and how he eats your pussy out, you would stop and realize I'm being used up. Scorpio rules other people's money. Scorpio rules other people's property. And it damn sure will rule other people's pussy because the sign rules genitals. So you got to start thinking. That's the power of females to me. I think woman power has to do with self control. You could train men. Men, we just take what's there. If it's there, we're going to take it. Now, if you train us and don't give us that when we want it or so early, then we have no choice but to wait. That is power, though. But anyhow, um, let me get into. I'll finish the cancer part again. The reason why I was saying that about cancer women is that cancer women can often use the emotions before using the analytical side of the brain. So a cancer woman will be like, "Oh my God, he's so cute, he's nice, he appreciates me," and then like I said, down the line you realize you fucked up and made another mistake. That's number 25, because it's all going from high school till now. Um, this is all based on research too. This has nothing to do with me bashing, talking shit. Now the Leo whore, I can't see Leo being a whore for too long. The type of whore that Leo would be more of an attention whore. The type of, okay, I'm gonna flash my titties, I'm gonna flash my ass if I want to, but you can't touch because I'm too great for you. But you want the attention. There's a lot of Leos in the porn industry. And one of the reasons why is because Leo likes to one up anybody because Leo feels it's the best. So in sex, Leo's going to have to perform strange techniques or something like a pile driver sex position where the guy's on top and she's got her legs and whatever. Something crazy and outrageous so Leo can go down in sexual history as a champ. So, anyhow, Virgo as a whore, I've heard it a few times, but it all has to deal with aspects and I think environmental differences. Like, for example, the South, the cities, they all have an urban area. So, according to society, is considered lower class. Then you got the medium and the higher class. Lower class Virgos can probably be whores, but in my experience, the Virgos I've met have been classy women, and they're very analytical on who they deal with and how many sex partners you have before them, or something like that. Virgo is a sign that likes to deal with perfection, or at least near close to perfection they can handle. But if you got too many fucked up flaws and everything, Virgo will eventually cut out or snap on you. Um, my favorite, the Libra whore. The Libra whore is a very interesting type of whore, male or female. The Libra whore basically is like, Venus rules partnerships, right? So, associations, partnerships. Libra rules the scales. Libra becomes everybody's whore. So, sometimes, in order for people to like them, a Libra will open their legs, or well, when I say open legs, I have to be speaking about a specific gender, so you already know. That's the Leo female. I mean, Libra female, my bad. Libra female is pretty much offering of her body to everyone on the whore side. We do have positives, so don't anybody get butthurt, but this is the truth, whether you like it or not. The male Libra whore is a collector. They will have a large phone book full of women. Um, they get their nails done. like clear fingernails, no dirt underneath, and stuff like that. Libra man is very into how he appears, but do not enter his phone book because the Libra man has a lot of backups. If you don't like him the next day, if you catch him cheating or you want to break up with him because he lost his job or whatever the hell you want to do, Libra man will have a backup. He has about 10 more ex-girlfriends or whatever on deck. This is another thing that annoys people about Libras is that they go back and forth with their lovers. And the twisted part is that they see nothing wrong with it. And I always say I don't get shocked by it anymore because I understand they're falling from the sun. Obviously, they don't have enough daylight to see what the fuck they're doing wrong. So they're going around adjusting the balance of people who are balanced. So it's more, Libra can be a chaotic sign if poorly aspected. So Libra is everybody's pussy. And then it goes into the eighth, which is Scorpio. Um, I'll go backwards 1 second so everybody could be satisfied. Libra is everybody's pussy and cock. There you go. All right. Scorpio, the ultimate whore. Okay, Scorpio, you rule the genitals. What else can I say? I mean, the thing is, Scorpio get really nasty, want you to abuse them, do all kinds of things. But then later on, they can pull victim out of that. So this is a dangerous whore. Scorpios sleep with you and say you raped them later, especially if they're aspected with cancer traits. They'll use the manipulation and puppeteering to gather people on their sides to support their victimhood. So this is a dangerous whore. Um, Scorpio women usually have very wet vaginas, I notice. Um, and Scorpio men have a heightened blood pulse in the penis, which makes them very, I guess, aroused when it comes down to it. Like the penetration comes with a certain type of vibe, scorpionic feeling. And I think some girls get twisted off of it and they're stuck drooling. But once Scorpio's paranoia sets in, it starts to show you the light. Then you want to go into the ninth, which is the Sagittarius whore. The Sagittarius whore is all about freedom, just like the sign itself, optimism and freedom. So Sagittarius can kind of rule free pussy and free dick. And reason why I say that is because that's what a free spirit does. They're running through life. They're testing your genitals, they're testing everyone's genitals and moving on. Now, once they get older, they settle down more. They'll appreciate one person's genitals, but they'll still want the attention of others when they go out because they have that Casanova complex. So the Sagittarius whore will fuck your brains out if you listen to them all day. Now, the Capricorn whore is a special kind of whore. Capricorn male will do certain things like let's say you have a rich female running a corporation. Then you got a Capricorn male who's trying to rise to power. Now, he's not going to be far from seducing her just so he can get position in the company. Same as a Capricorn female. She will fuck your brains out if you're useful. The sign rules I use. So, gold digger, yes. Especially Capricorn in the seventh or Libra in the 10th. You know, you can switch those energies around and use the chemistry of that. But Capricorn is an interesting whore Could be a classy whore or a selective whore, but yeah. Now we can go into the 11th with Aquarius. This is the unconventional whore. This is the whore that doesn't see anything wrong with anything. Um, Aquarius can be tied up. Um, they can deal with bisexuality. I mean, these things don't have to do with being a whore according to the new way of looking at things in society. To me, a whore personally, I'll give you that at the end. But the unconventional whore doesn't see anything wrong with anything. So pretty much, an Aquarius wouldn't be so far from sleeping with your brother or sister if they're with you. And their ability to detach from feelings can make them a trifling whore or a cold whore, something like that. I don't really know what to say about Aquarius in that sense. They're just unconventional whores. That's it. And then Pisces. Pisces is the oblivious whore. You got Pisces males who, at times, I have to really be honest, I haven't met a lot of Pisces whores. I really haven't. And Pisces females, I've been suspicious about a lot of Pisces females about being whores, but they believe their own lies at times because that's the chameleon sign. So it's kind of hard to really see a Pisces that's a whore that's going to admit it because it's just a strange sign. A Pisces woman can have a dream about getting gangbanged by 10 guys and it never happened. But then somehow she'll bring it into reality and make you believe it happened and still deny it when there's nothing to really argue about. It's a very strange thing. Neptune is really, really delusional and chaotic when it comes to the mind, mental illness. But my definition of a whore after this fucking rant is, to me, a whore is someone who has no class, who can't keep their sexuality in closed doors. And you may say, why should people be ashamed of their sexuality in public? Why the fuck do you want to go public? The problem is that there's a lot of self-righteous people out there that feel that because they, now listen to me, because they are comfortable, they want to disrupt everybody else's. How do you know there's people who want to be naked in public? Maybe there's people who aren't insecure, they just don't feel like it. But you got these dumbass radicals that say, oh, what's the problem with your sexuality and all that? You're stupid. I think you're a savage and a barbarian, like whatever. What else can I say? Rule one, this is very important. When you over sexualize a society, everyone becomes more and more worthless because everyone has what the other has. You can see a naked girl over there. You can see a muscular guy over there. You can see a girl with a nice butt over there. You see a guy with some killer abs over there. It's too much. And so everyone's temptations are being challenged. So don't listen to these stupid people that are telling you to be free because there's consequences after these things. And these people are nowhere to be found after the consequences are met to be faced. These are chaotic anarchists, Aquarian types. Anyhow, I hope you all enjoyed this. I'm done. Catch you later. Peace.